Hello and welcome back. Alright, so we're starting up today a game on the Wii U. I've had the Wii U for, well, I got it in last July. I got it, it's not a brand new one. I got it from my brother. He had it, until last year. But, I got it, and now I can play Wii U games. And today we are playing Wind Waker HD. And I like to start up the first time that I start up a game. I like to start up from the menu of the console. Now, I cannot record the Wii U gamepad. There is no way to do that without shipping my game off to another continent, and I don't want to do that. So, instead, you just get to see what's on the main screen. Which, right now, is the same thing as is on the gamepad, really. I'll occasionally hold up the gamepad just to show off what's on there, but, for the most part, the gamepad isn't really something that you'll be missing any detail on. It's basically the menu screen. I want to sit here on this screen because I believe it goes to something else if I just sit here and wait. Let me know if the volume needs to come up or something like that, because I totally can do that. It's not a problem. But right now it's at the same setting that I have for my Switch games that are not Picross. The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker, HD. Playing on the gamepad. I actually never had a Pro Controller for the Wii U. Name! I'm going to use Luke, because why not? In hero mode, you take double damage and won't be given recovery hearts at any points. This mode is only for the truest heroes. I'm not doing that. There is a new game plus for this game. What I'm going to, but in the HD version, you don't have to do New Game Plus in order to get 100%. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get as close to 100% as I can without pulling out any sort of guide. And then, and that's how I'm going to play through the game. That's how I'm going to play through most Zelda games, actually. I did that for, all of the, previous ones as well. But let's get started. Oh, I shouldn't have sat on the title screen. I didn't realize it would just play this again. This is but one of the legends of which the people speak. Long ago, there existed a kingdom where a golden power lay hidden. It was a prosperous land, blessed with green forests, tall mountains, and peace. But one day a man of great evil found the golden power and took it for himself. With its strength at his command, he spread darkness across the kingdom. But then, when all hope had died and the hour of doom seemed at hand, a young boy clothed in green appeared as if from nowhere. Wielding the blade of evil's bane, he sealed the Dark One away and gave the land light. This boy, who traveled through time to save the land, was known as the Hero of Time. The boy's tale was passed down through generations until it became legend. So yes, this is a sequel to Ocarina of Time. But then, a day came when a fell wind began to blow across the kingdom. The great evil that all had thought had been forever sealed away by the hero once again crept forth from the depths of the earth, eager to resume its dark designs. The people believed that the hero of time would again come to save them. But the hero did not appear. Faced by an onslaught of evil, the people could do nothing but appeal to the gods. In their last hour, as doom drew nigh, they left their future in the hands of fate. What became of that kingdom? None remain who know. The memory of the kingdom vanished, but its legend survived on the wind's breath. On a certain island, it became customary to garb boys in green when they came of age. Clothed in the green of fields, they aspired to find heroic blades and cast down evil. The elders wished only for the youths to know courage like the hero of legend. Hitting plus skips it. Okay. Outset Island. Big brother! Man, it's been forever since I've played this game. Big brother! Big brother? What a weird place to take a nap. I knew you'd be here. Hehehe, this is my favorite spot to gaze out at the sea. When I play with the gulls, I call it Arrow's Lookout. So, do you remember what day it is today? You're still half asleep, aren't you? Did you forget? Big brother, it's your birthday! That's why Grandma has been waiting for you to come back to the house. She's been waiting for a while now. It's a good thing I came to find you. You should probably go home and see what Grandma wants, don't you think? Hurry up, big brother. Grandma's waiting for you back at the house. And I'm sure everyone else on the island wants to say hello to you too. Oi, Luke. Hey, is it true that if you... Hey, is it true that if you just have a little courage and run as fast as you can, then you can jump to that rock out there? Huh? Is it? Is it? Tell me! Wow, I hope I'll be able to jump like you someday, Luke. I just saw a wild, A wild pig! Ooh, see? Look, that black one there. Don't you see him? This is perfect! My wife was just telling me how she really wanted a pet. You ready to go grab it, Luke? Now, you can't just run up on it. Pigs are too alert to their surroundings for you to just jog up and capture one. If you want to get close to one, you have to hold ZR to crouch and tilt the left stick to crawl slowly up behind it. Slowly. You could also distract it with bait, I guess. Yeah, but unfortunately I don't have any bait. You don't actually have to go behind it either. I don't want to chat with him like that. This house is the one up here. Why, did you bring that little piglet all the way here just for me? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I've been thinking of getting a pet pig for a while now. The boys will be so happy when they get home, you sweetie. Okay, Luke, hold out your hand. This is your reward. Don't spend it all in one place. She says that and gives me a red rupee, which is... That's 20 rupees. What a pleasant surprise. And definitely not enough to spend it in more than one place. Why, this little darling is cute as a button. You know, it's so cute that I wouldn't mind having even more of them. Oh, come on! Pick up. Let me pick it up. I'm pressing A. Why did you bring me another piglet? Oh, were you all worried that this little guy would get lonely hanging out inside the fence all by himself? That is the sweetest thing I've ever heard. Thank you so much for bringing us yet another family member. Here's a little something for you. Another red rupee. If you find any other little piggies, you know where to bring them. Alright, let's get as much money as I can. I don't know how big my wallet is. Your grandma was calling for you, Luke. And so was my mom. I don't have a sword, so I can't do anything with that. But I can pick up and throw pots. Because everyone knows that Link is the bane of pots everywhere. Not quite as bad as Ocarina of Time Link, and apparently Breath of the Wild Link doesn't really encounter pots, but can't really get to that pot. Okay, here's Beetle's shop ship. Can I even buy anything there yet? This is the only shop that is not on Windfall Island. Oh, a customer! Welcome to Beetle's shop ship. I deal in pretty much anything and everything. Do you have anything you don't need? If you do, show it to me. I'll pay top rupees for your junk. Or do you see anything you'd like to buy? I'll just use the left stick to browse. Bait bag 20 rupees, there we go. This holds bait, it's quite useful, and it's my very last one. You can't buy bait if you don't have a bag like this. Yes, I want this. You got the bait bag. You can keep plenty of bait in this convenient satchel. It has 8 pouches for storing bait. Press Y, X, or R to see what's inside.
Thank you!
You're the greatest! I'll never forget you! I'm going to make a member's card just for you. When you buy lots of things and build up your points, something good will happen to you. Something very good indeed. My shop is kind to its customers. No other shop will do this sort of thing for you, I'll have you know. Now you have 1 point saved up. You should try to save up 30 points so you can earn a silver membership. The points give you discounts. All-purpose bait, 3 servings, 30 rupees. Good things happen to those who feed this stuff to animals. Do you have a bait bag, oh fine customer of mine? Yes. This is the most important item for you to have. Animals will be drawn to this gourmet pet food at the moment you put it down. It has 3 portions. Use your bait bag on the item screen and set this bait to Y, X, or R to use it.
Thank you!
Thank you. Yes, thanks to you. Now you have 2 points saved up. And then Hioi Pear 1 for 10 rupees. You can't buy this anywhere else. Only here. I'm serious. Now's your chance. Buy, buy, buy. Buy! Unfortunately, I don't have enough cash. So let's see that text. Oh! You don't have enough rupees! You may be a customer, but that doesn't mean I have to laugh at your silly pretend money jokes, you know?
Bye!
But I'll want, at least 3 Hioi pairs to get through the game. I don't remember the exact number. I just know there's at least 3 spots that you can use them. But I'll be using that all-purpose bait at least 49 times throughout the rest of the game. So, or I think it's 48 actually. But yeah.
Oi!
Oi, Luke! Press ZL right there and use A to talk to me. Try it. That's correct. You're a smart one. You, my friend, have just targeted me. You see, when you press ZL, you can target certain objects. I, for one, use it quite often to talk to folks who are far away from me. Of course, even if there isn't anything around to target, you can press ZL to face forward, you know. It's quite handy indeed. There are a myriad of other ways to use targeting as well. Quite an ingenious little thing, if I do say so myself. Of course, that's not the only trick in my bag. Not remotely. I can teach you a few more things if you'll just climb up that ladder over there and drop by my room. That targeting you just did has a wide range of uses, my boy. Most certainly. For instance, you can use it to talk to far-off people. Okay. So, I will actually be reading basically all of the text in the game, which means that we're going to be here for a while. You're growing up, Luke, which means you're going to need as much wisdom as you can get from this point forward. And if you want to be wise, you must first know things. Now, I was born before you, so I know all sorts of things. Yes, I've been studying all manner of topics for many years now. Now, I can tell you're a smart lad. Lately, I've been thinking it's time for me to pass some of my wisdom down, and I think you're the one I'm going to pass it down to. Count yourself lucky, lad. Everything that you see tacked to the walls here is something that I've researched thoroughly. Before you ask, yes, I do know my filing system is odd. Organizational issues aside, however, it's all extremely useful information. You would do well to read it all very carefully. Reading leads to knowing, you know. Such a racket! Can't you keep quiet? You've knocked everything off my shelves, you dreaded hooligan! Honestly, the hooligan I'm referring to you is my younger and much less intelligent brother, who lives just downstairs. He hates studying. All day, every day, the lout just exercises and practices with his weapons. Does he exercise his brain? No! The brain's a muscle too. I think. Anyway, the only thing he does study is the art of fighting. Right now, for instance, he's been studying fencing and whatnot. As if that's any use to anyone. He simply doesn't know how to do anything besides exercise. I ask you, what's a brother to do? Sturgeon's 1-point lessons. Lesson 10. Oh, let's go back. I thought it's a Japanese game. Start on the right. Nope. Sturgeon's 1-point lessons. Lesson 1. The energy of life. To be young is to know no limits to one's stamina. To become stronger, one must first know oneself. The hearts in the upper left show one's current life energy. Perhaps a fancier way to describe it would be to call it a life gauge. As one experiences trial and hardships in life, one will naturally gain more hearts. However, if one is injured and takes damage, those hearts will decrease. At such times, it may be possible to replenish one's health using a potion or fairy. Sturgeon's 1-point lessons. Lesson 2. Do not underestimate the sea. It's easy to get swept up by a little success at swimming, but the sea can be fickle. Swimming for too long will drain one's energy, and eventually one will sink. Watch the round icon in the bottom right while in the water. That is one's swim timer. One should be sure to get back to shore before one's swim timer runs out. If one doesn't, I can't be responsible for what happens next. Unfortunately, I do not know how to super swim, and so I am not going to be doing any sort of speedrunning tactics here. I will be playing normally. Like, I know in principle how to super swim, but I have never successfully done it. Sturgeon's 1-point lessons. Lesson 3. Alternate views on life. At times, it is difficult to find ways to use the TV, especially when someone else is using it. It is at times like these that one can simply play on the Wii U gamepad. Press minus to change screens at any time. But remember that just because one can play at any time on the gamepad, it doesn't mean one can hide it from one's parents. Yeah, I will not be doing that because, I can't record the gamepad. Sturgeon's 1-point lessons. Lesson 4. Material goods. The more things one tries to experience in life, the more experience-related belongings one tends to gather. And, of course, with those belongings comes a need to keep track of them, and keep them in good order. One needs only to look at the Wii U gamepad screen to see the items he or she has obtained. The items screen contains items one can set to and use with Y, X, and R. Use right on the screen to display the quest status screen, which contains vital items related to one's quest. Pressing plus to pause the game allows one to take one's time viewing the items screen. If I hit select, yeah. And then here's what it shows on the screen. If I can get it to, yeah, there you go. And then here's the status screen, the quest status screen. I can select items and place them by just clicking and dragging with the... there we go. By clicking and dragging with the touch screen that's there. Which is nice. It's not... It's faster than menuing, but it's not exactly something that I really have to do all the time. Sturgeon's 1-point lessons. Lesson 5. How to not regret the things one fails to do in life. A very important lesson. There are many things one longs to do in the limited time one has in this world. The easiest way not to regret things one wanted to do, but failed to do, is to save. While one may feel invincible and wish to continue one's quest, one never knows when disaster or calamity may strike. If one's life energy is extinguished before one has had a chance to save, then one's life will have been lived in vain. It is a shame to regret the deeds one has failed to accomplish in life, so get in the habit of tapping the save icon on the item screen to save your progress. When playing only with a Wii U gamepad, press plus and then save. Sturgeon's 1-point lessons. Lesson 6. Improving human relations. To improve one's relations with one's fellow beings, one must be outgoing and press A to speak to all people one meets. When one opens one's heart to others, others will open their hearts in return and offer wisdom on many important things. If the person's advice is strange or cannot be understood, one should not feel shy. One should simply ask the person to repeat the statement by pressing A again. More often than not, if one asks politely, a person may say the same thing over and over again until the meaning is clear. Sturgeon's 1-point lessons. Lesson 7. Knowing one's own abilities. To improve one's life, it is wise to watch A and ZR calmly whenever one comes across a person or an object. By doing so, A and ZR will pass along wisdom regarding how one can best interact with that person or object. To know one's own abilities is to know one's limits. Sturgeon's 1-point lessons. Lesson 8. Changing perspective leads to success. The young often assume that they can see all that is before them, but oftentimes they are missing out on a grander view. By using the right stick to change perspective, one can often find oneself gazing upon sights and discoveries one never expected to see. Once one has seen all there is to see around oneself and determined an appropriate course of action, it is wise to then to press ZL and take action. To get things at eye level, one should stop in one's tracks and press the right stick. Sturgeon's 1-point lesson. Lesson 9. A fool and his rupees are soon parted. It is commonly known that he who makes poor use of rupees will have a hard life. In order to fully enjoy a long life, it is wise to gather rupees early and often. Sturgeon's 1-point lessons. Lesson 10. Becoming the champion of life. Learn all there is to learn in lessons 1 through 9. And no matter what happens, do not give up, do not complain, and do not stay up all night playing. You're a smart lad, Luke. You'll find that everything I've written and tacked to my walls will be very useful in life. A lifetime of knowledge, all for you. You just be sure to take the time to read it all through very carefully. If you don't, you'll surely end up like that useless hooligan of a little brother of mine who lives downstairs. Luke, is that you? If I recall correctly, today you are the same age as the legendary hero. When did you get so old? You must build strong muscles from now on. Strong muscles. You have come at the perfect moment. I was just trying my rolling attack. Allow me to teach it to you. Are you ready? Just run as fast as you can and then press A. That is how you perform a rolling attack. If you think you understand, then try to roll into the wall. Go on, young one. Such a racket! Can't you keep quiet? You've knocked everything off my shelves, you dreaded hooligan! Ah, my brother upstairs is very high-strung. Is the way of knowledge. He locks himself in his room and studies all day. He's quite wise, but with that big head of his, he is hardly accommodating. On top of it all, he is so very feeble. At times I am ashamed to call him my brother. But enough of that, Luke. I sense the natural talent that beats in your veins. But you need more than a talent to make it in the world today. You must also be bold, and to that end, I shall teach you the art of swordplay. What say you? You wish to practice your skills with the sword? Yes. Very good. Your first lesson shall be the horizontal slice. Face me and press B. Do not fear for my safety. I am ready for you. Good. Keep coming at me until you hear me say very good. Very good. Next is the vertical slice. Hold ZL to target me, and then press B. Keep swinging. Very good. Next is the thrust. Target with ZL, then tilt the left stick forward at me and press B. Come at me. Thrust with your sword. Very good. Keep thrusting. Good. That is enough. It is as I foresaw. One day you shall become a master of the sword, but it is still too soon to give you a sword to carry around with you. I'm afraid I cannot give you one yet. If I did give you one, I am certain your grandmother would be quite upset with me, and I do not need that. But if for any reason you feel you need more training, then come see me again. What's that? The Knight's Crest? Does that intrigue you, young one? It is still too early to discuss such things with you. But if you happen across 10 of those, show them to me. Then I can tell you what they are and what they do. But I will only speak if you get 10 of them. That's not gonna happen for a while. I mean, it'll happen about halfway through the game. Oh, Luke, happy birthday! Hey, did your sister Errol find you? She was supposed to tell you that your grandmother is looking for you. Speaking of your sister, she saw me at work the other day and she said she wanted to learn to carry jars on her head like me so she could help your grandma with chores. So if you see her, tell her that all she has to do is stand in front of a jar and press A to carry it. Put the jar down, she just has to press ZR. Can you tell her that for me? Come across wild pigs, you've got to be careful not to scare them. What you need to do is open your heart to them. Yeah, you heard me right. For example, you can feed them bait by to settle them down, or hold ZR and use the left stick to slowly crawl behind them. That way, you won't startle them and they'll like you. Oh, and remember to put away anything you're holding before you press ZR to crouch. You can't go crawling around with stuff in your hands. Wait, Luke. What's that? Today's your birthday. Well, congrats, buddy. Are you that old already? Wow, time just flies right by, doesn't it? You blink and poof, there goes a year. Why, I swear I just cut the grass in this field the other day, but look at how tall it's gotten already. Say, do you want to try cutting it, Luke? You'd be surprised at the things people drop in the grass. It's fun. It's like a treasure hunt. Except, you're gonna need some kind of grass cutting tool if you want to cut the grass. That's just common sense, buddy. I wish you could actually pick up the pig when it says pick up. I hate it. Why? I'm hitting hay! Pick him up! I don't want to waste my bait. That stuff is expensive and valuable. Can't just let this field be, you know? If I did, the weeds would take control. Cutting grass is hard work, but it pays off. People leave the darnest sticks in the grass, so if you go through the trouble of cutting it, you get to keep whatever you find. That's what I was trying to do. I was trying to pick up the pig. Thank you! That took enough effort. Oh, look at this one! You sure do know where to find the cutest pigs on the whole Great Sea. Hey, Unker! Oink, oink! Oh, now things will be ever so much more lively in the pen. It'll be like a big pig jamboree in here. Thank you so much! Oh, that's right. I can't let you leave without giving you a present. Happy birthday, Luke. Another red rupee. I guess I'd better think up some names for these little oinky oinkies, huh? There are no more pigs, as far as I'm aware. Thank you. Oh, hey, look, it's a treasure chest. It's a red rupee. No, crouch. I got an orange rupee. Just one of these is worth 100 rupees. Your face is beaming. If I recall correctly, there's only 2 things that can go in the bait bag. So we're gonna go buy some more, all-purpose bait. I'd rather just have it now, since I can buy it. No grandmother home, but we can take a look around the house. Or rather, grandmother is home, but we can't see her downstairs, because she's not. Hello. I've been waiting for you, Luke.
Hi.
Luke. Try these on. Time certainly flies. I can't believe you're already old enough to wear these clothes. You got the hero's clothes. They look like they might be a little warm for this weather. Don't look so disappointed, dear one. Just try them on. Today is a day to celebrate. It is the day that you're become the same age as the young hero spoken of in all the legends. You only have to wear them for one day, so don't look so down. Be proud, child. In the olden days, this was the day boys were finally considered to be men, who were taught the ways of the sword to prepare them for battle with their enemies. But we don't live in such an age any longer. Our ways are the ways of peace. Nowadays, I suppose Orca is the only one on the island who still knows anything about swordplay. Hanging the family shield on the wall as decoration is another tradition that has been carried down from those days. Does all this make sense to you? Isn't that nice, Luke? They suit you perfectly! A perfect fit! Well, tonight I'm going to invite the whole town over for your birthday party, so I'd better start getting ready, shouldn't I? Your grandma is going to make your favorite soup for you tonight. I just know you're looking forward to it. Now go get your sister Errol. Just want to take some time to appreciate these pictures on the wall. I think you can guess whether we're going to have less or more treasures than it says on the counter. That was the number of treasures that I opened in one day of playing, Four Swords. Which has, quite a few more treasures. So, aren't those clothes hot? Wow, that's a lot of goals. Ah, boy, big brother. Did Grandma make that outfit for you? But wow, you look like you'd be way too hot in those clothes. I guess they're pretty neat, though. So anyway, Luke, can you close your eyes and hold out your hand? Just for a second. I'm going to give you my most treasured belonging, but just for one day. Happy birthday! You got the telescope! This is your sister's most precious belonging. Treasure it dearly. Set it to Y, X, or R, and use it by pressing whatever button you set it to. Do it now and see what you can see. Using the gamepad, you can also touch the slide items to set them. So, well, do you like it? I'm letting you borrow this special gift just because you're my big brother. Aren't you lucky? Hee. Oh, why don't you try it out right now? Try looking over at our house from here. Big brother, are you using the left stick to zoom in? Because you should be. Postman looks kind of weird, doesn't he? sky! Look up in the sky! Hands up if you know who that is. I've only played this game twice, just in case you're wondering. I just know it pretty well. Luke, this is so terrible. That girl fell into the forest. She needs help. But it's too dangerous for you to go in there without something you can use to defend yourself with. What are you going to do if you go into the forest and the big bird attacks you? You need something to fight it off with. Thankfully, it doesn't attack me, but... well, not right now, anyway. What was that noise? It was awful. You'd better return home quickly. A sound like that can only mean trouble. You know what I'd do if trouble came my way? I'd throw rocks to fight it off. You could handle that, couldn't you? It's easy. Just stand in front of a rock and press A to lift it. Press A again to throw it. If you just want to set the rock back down, press ZR. You understand? Oh, what is the matter, Luke? You have an urgent look about you. Has something happened? Whatever it is, from the look on your face, I suspect it is no laughing matter. What say you, Luke? Ah, have you come for some serious instruction in the way of the sword? Yes, sir. Very good. And it's the same thing again. But I have to do it again. Next is the spin attack. Hold B briefly to build up your strength, and then release it. Or rotate the left stick once and press B. I am no good at the quick spin. Very good. More. Keep it up. Next is harder. This is a parry attack. Target with ZL until you see flashing A, then quickly press A to perform a defensive strike. Very good. And again, target with ZL and watch closely for flashing A. Very good. Now finally, the jump attack. Draw your sword, target, and press A. Come at me once more. That was a fine display. And yet, I sense a certain anxiousness in the sword you hold, an eagerness that goes far beyond the mere desire to be wielded on the fields of battle. I do not know what has happened, but I have faith in you. Somehow, I doubt you will misuse that sword. You may have it, Luke. I give it freely. Take the blade with you. You accepted the hero's sword. Wield it with B. Use it wisely and carefully. You don't want to let down the kind old man who has entrusted it to you. Since the olden days, this sword has been used to fend off evil. Its blade is infused with the desire to become strong and righteous. Be strong, Luke. Right, you don't get the shield until much later. I could cut down all the grass here, but I don't care to. It may not be a thankless chore, but it is a chore all the same. Let's come out the other side. We have our first enemy. He's no fair. And he didn't drop anything. What? I just bought this battery! I just bought this battery. It only lasts for an hour? It's a large one! Wow. I'm really happy now that the Pro controllers have a 40-hour battery instead of the 1-hour battery for the Wii U gamepad. Oh well. At least I'm not very far from an outlet. It's not a big deal, I just wish I didn't have to do this. Fairy Fountain Site. This spot marks the remains of an ancient fairy fountain. The legendary hero was said to come here after a battle, so the fairies could ease his weariness. It was also said that whoever met with the great fairy who lived here was blessed with great fortune, so it came to be known as the Fountain of the Fortune Goddess. Now she wakes up. Very flimsy branch. Ouch! Wow, what's with that get up? Well, whatever. So, where am I? Oh, that's right! That giant bird came in. Oh, Miss Tetra! Oh, thank goodness! You're safe! When I saw you get dropped on the summit, I thought for sure you'd... Summit? So that bird dropped me on top of a mountain? Well, wasn't that nice of it? Well, don't just stand there, let's go! Time to repay our debt to that bird in full! But miss, what about this boy? Don't worry about him, come on!
Hi!
Boy, big brother! There's always goals next to Errol. Brother! Ah, stupid kid! Get a hold of yourself! She's gone. There's nothing you can do. The seagulls are flying after her. What? You want to come with us on our ship? Do you understand what you're asking? We're pirates. You know, pirates. The terror of the seas. What do we do to get out of bringing some helpless... what do we get out of bringing some helpless little kid along with us? I'll tell you what we get. A headache. I know how you must feel with your sister having been kidnapped and all, but that doesn't really have anything to do with us, now does it? And how do you figure that? Whoa, whoa, whoa there! Just who are you? Where do you get off butting in on someone else's conversation? Please, all I mean to say is that if you big bad pirates hadn't come to this quiet little island, that poor girl wouldn't have been snatched away by that bird. Just what do you mean by that? Just be quiet for a moment and I'll tell you. Now, as my work entails delivering letters, I spend much of my time traveling amongst the many different islands. As a result, I hear many things. Haven't any of you heard word that young girls have been getting kidnapped lately from all regions of the Great Sea? No matter. Whether you've heard it or not, that seems to be the case. Young girls with long ears like yours have been getting kidnapped, never to be seen again. Unless my eyes fail me, the young girl who was just kidnapped from this island also has long ears, does she not? Much like you do, Miss Fearsome Pirate. My point is that the bird mistook the poor girl for you, and that's why it grabbed her. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was young Luke here who saved you from the monsters in the forest, wasn't it? It's true. And while I'm at it, I may well tell you that the bird that kidnapped both you and Luke's sister has made its foul nest to the north, on the heights of the Forsaken Fortress. The Forsaken Fortress? Isn't that the place where... So, what are you going to do? Under the circumstances, I don't think it would be unreasonable for you to give Luke a little help, now would it? Huh. I don't need you to tell me that. Even if I were to consider it, lately I've heard nothing but evil rumors about this Forsaken Fortress. You can't possibly mean to go there with nothing but that cheap little sword. That's not brave, it's stupid! I mean, come on! Even a simple little island like this has to have something you could use as a shield. You know, something to protect yourself with? Something to protect yourself with? Anything? Tell you what, if you come back with something like that, we'll let you stow away on our ship. Oh, and one more thing. Once we leave, you won't be coming back here for a while, so you'd better go say goodbye to your family while you have the chance. I don't want you getting all weepy-eyed and homesick on me. She's right, we won't be back here for quite some time. But it's not really gonna be that big of a deal. Luke, I thought I heard Errol's voice cry from far away. Is it really true? Yep. What is it, Luke? Please, tell Grandma what's troubling you. And where's Errol? Is she still playing outside with the gulls? You could say that. Luke. Is this what you're looking for? Take it with you. Got the hero's shield. This is the legendary shield said to have been used by the hero himself. Hold ZR to defend yourself while holding the sword. You can move around if you defend while targeting. I love how he actually does that pose. I guess it is true. Errol really has been kidnapped, hasn't she? What kind of monster could take such a sweet young child? I do have 50 rupees, but I will actually need rupees in the near future, so I'm going to save these. Hey, shrimplet. Are you gonna be our new pirate Swabi? Cause any new Swabi reports to me. Yes, this means I don't have to wash the other pirates' dirty underpants anymore. This is a terrible situation, Luke. I'm truly sorry. Unfortunately, I can't go in your stead, but if anything happens, please come to my island. I will do what I can to aid you. She can't be serious! What is she thinking, bringing a shrimp like you on board? Talk about a joke. Boy, Miss Tetra's impulsive nature sure has a way of landing us in hot water. Shrimp, if you're going to go sailing on a pirate ship, you better be prepared to become a pirate, yeah? Because if you get scared and start begging and crying at us to let you off the ship somewheres, you're guaranteed to end up as shark bait. Wow, that's a decrepit old shield. Are you sure you can still use that thing? You're going to get splinters and cry? Well, whatever. If you're ready, then let's go. Are you ready? Yes. As it's going to come up very soon, my definition of a dungeon is where I have to use a boss key and fight a boss. Good luck, Luke. Good luck finding Errol. Take care of yourself. If I don't have to use a big key or boss key, depending on what it's called, then it does not count. How much longer is this going to go on, do you think? Do you have an estimate? Are you sure you shouldn't just quit right now? Seriously, think about it. I can tell you're just going to get more sentimental from here on out. There's still time, you know. Are you sure we shouldn't just turn around and take you back to your island? Hello, I'm Dragon Rider Luke. I'm a Christian streamer, and I'm always up for a friendly chat about my faith. I also think that it's important that people read or hear the Word of God frequently, so the next 5 minutes or so will be a chapter from the Bible. Deuteronomy 16. Observe the month of Aviv and celebrate the Passover of the Lord your God, because in the month of Aviv he brought you out of Egypt by night. Sacrifice as the Passover to the Lord your God an animal from your flock or herd at the place the Lord will choose as a dwelling for his name. Do not eat it with bread made with yeast, but for 7 days eat unleavened bread, the bread of affliction, because you left Egypt in haste, so that all the days of your life you may remember the time of your departure from Egypt. Let no yeast be found in your possession in all your land for 7 days. Do not let any of the meat you sacrifice on the evening of the first day remain until morning. You must not sacrifice the Passover in any town the Lord your God gives you, except the place he will choose as a dwelling for his name. There you must sacrifice the Passover in the evening, when the sun goes down, on the anniversary of your departure from Egypt. Roast it and eat it at the place the Lord your God will choose. Then in the morning return to your tents. For 6 days eat unleavened bread, and on the 7th day hold an assembly to the Lord your God and do no work. Count off 7 weeks from the time you begin to put the sickle to the standing grain. Then celebrate the festival of weeks to the Lord your God by giving a freewill offering in proportion to the blessings the Lord your God has given you. And rejoice before the Lord your God at the place he will choose as a dwelling for his name. You, your sons and daughters, your male and female servants, the Levites in your towns, and the foreigners, the fatherless, and the widows living among you. Remember that you were slaves in Egypt, and follow carefully these decrees. Celebrate the Festival of Tabernacles for 7 days after you have gathered the produce of your threshing floor and your winepress. Be joyful at your festival, you, your sons and daughters, your male and female servants, and the Levites, the foreigners, the fatherless, and the widows who live in your towns. For 7 days celebrate the festival to the Lord your God at the place the Lord will choose. For the Lord your God will bless you in all your harvest and in all the work of your hands, and your joy will be complete. 3 times a year all your men must appear before the Lord your God at the place he will choose. At the festival of unleavened bread, the festival of weeks, and the festival of tabernacles. No one should appear before the Lord empty-handed. Each of you must bring a gift in proportion to the way the Lord your God has blessed you. Appoint judges and officials for each of your tribes in every town the Lord your God is giving you, and they shall judge the people fairly. Do not pervert justice or show partiality. Do not accept a bribe, for a bribe blinds the eyes of the wise and twists the words of the innocent. Follow justice and justice alone, so that you may live and possess the land the Lord your God is giving you. Do not set up any wooden Asherah pole beside the altar you build to the Lord your God, and do not erect a sacred stone. For these the Lord your God hates. May God bless the reading of his word. Luke, listen kid, you can't just stand around on deck. You get in everyone's way. I've told Nico to look after you, so you'd better go report below decks and ask him what you should be doing. Into the big blue, boys. Turn the ship full to starboard. We head for the northern seas. Listen, Shrimp, you're really creeping me out standing there like that. So quit it, yeah? Stay out of my way. Way out of my way. Go down below and find Nico. That Nico didn't make out half bad, with you being the new Swabby and all. New Swabbies always get stuck doing the hardest work. It's a real raw deal, but hey. I'll tell you, it sure sounds like Nico is happy to finally not be the bottom rung on the pirate ladder. You bet he is. Hey, but don't sweat it. I'm sure you'll do just fine, so long as you don't disobey him. So, your name's Luke, right? That's one weird getup you got on there. So what's the deal? Is that popular back on your island, or what? Now that I think about it, though, I think I've seen an outfit like that before somewhere. Just in case you're wondering, that book that he's carrying is the one that we saw the intro cutscene for. Where he's talking about legends. In that case, talking about Ocarina of Time and the backstory for this game. You! Get out of the way, will ya? Turn around right now. Climb down. I don't want to take any fall damage. Not this early. There is fall damage in this game. Stop right there! This is Miss Tetra's cabin. Most of us real pirates aren't even allowed in here. There's no way we're letting an outsider in. Don't you even think it. The information on the back wall there, however, is important. Keep it in mind. Oh, well. Oh, well now. Ahoy there, Swabby. As of today, I am your superior, Nico. Now, I promise I'll go easy on you. So, you do as I say, okay? Right, now, first off, you have to take the test all new pirates have to take. It's a bit of a doozy, so get ready. You watch everything I'm about to show you real careful-like so you can cram it into your no-doubt mushy Swabby brain. First off, you gotta press this switch. This is the only easy part. Just walk up to it and tilt the left stick to step onto it. Presto, switch pressed. Now check it out. After the platforms rise up from the floor, you gotta jump on them. Okay, so I was able to jump to this first one myself, but that next one is too far, right? That's when you gotta do this! If you jump right at the rope, you can grab onto it and use the left stick to swing. Swing until you get close enough to the next platform, then press A to let go to jump to it. So, do you think you get how to do it? You have to swing from platform to platform and try to get to the entrance of that room over there. Here's the problem though, Swabby. Platforms only stay raised for a little while, so if you don't get there by the time they drop, you have to start over. It will probably take you at least 1 year before you're good enough to make it all the way here. One rough year. One tough year, full of bumps and bruises. Of course, if you manage to do it faster, I'll reward you. Now, give it a try. This ought to be good for a chuckle or two. You can reset by jumping on this switch over here. I wanted to reset the timer. Now, I'm not gonna guarantee that I'll do it first try, but this is really not that hard. Like I said. Hey, what are you doing? You have to jump and make it over here. Falling isn't part of the program, Swabby. Oh, there's one thing I forgot to tell you. When you're hanging onto a rope, you can tilt the left stick to change direction. Hold ZR to stop, then tilt the left stick to climb up and down. Try it if you don't like the angle of the next jump. Yeah, well, I missed the rope altogether, so... What? You did it already? I'm proud to have you as my underling. I wonder if it's okay to just give that to him. I don't see why not. I doubt I'll get busted. Alright, Swabby, I'll tell you what. You can have the treasure in that chest over there. It's your reward from the great and generous Nico. Hurry and take it before someone comes. I'm curious. Yeah, there are rupees in here. Not a lot, though. I'm not really sure that it's worth it to keep doing that. Got the spoils bag. You can keep the items you get from enemies in this handy pouch. You can hold up to 8 kinds of items. Press Y, X, or R on the item screen to see what is inside. Pro tip, there are not 9 kinds of items that you can actually put in it. So don't worry about running out of space. Hey, Luke, we've reached the Forsaken Fortress. Hurry and get up here. Yeah, but there's still so much stuff I have to teach you. This is so lame. Well, I guess I can wait until you finish whatever it is you have to do.
Come on!
Hey, Luke, here I am, up here. Was Nico's test easy? Really? The young miss is waiting for you up above. We've reached the Forsaken Fortress. What are you doing, Shrimp? Miss Tetra is waiting for you up in the crow's nest. Shake a leg, yeah? Go, hoof it. So that's the Forsaken Fortress. What an evil-looking place. Can't really see it from here. Oh, wait, never mind. Yeah, we can see plenty. Alright.
Yep.
Moon is full. There are actually phases of the moon in this game. What were you doing with Nico? Don't tell me you were playing some stupid game for treasure, were you? Well, whatever. There's something you need to see. Have a look over there. That's the Cursed Isle known as the Forsaken Fortress. There are all sorts of strange rumors about this place. What I do know is that long ago, it used to be the hideout of a no-good group of pirates we used to compete with. But they were just small time. Now the place looks like it's pretty dangerous. Ah, I knew it. Look. Over there. By that window. Have you ever seen so many seagulls flock like that before? I'll bet you anything that's the place where they've got your sister locked up. But it looks like the whole place is under really tight guard. This won't work. We'd be spotted before we got anywhere near landing there. What do we do now? He has an idea. And Link does not like it. Look, don't struggle. If you really want to get into a dangerous place like that, this is the only way to do it. Trust me. We pirates do this all the time. Don't worry about it. It'll be a piece of cake. Is everybody ready? The sound effects used here are actually referenced in, Tears of the Kingdom. So, keep an eye out for that. Never you fear, kid. We're pros. We're going to launch you good. We lost our sword. And fell a long way from it. Forsaken Fortress. Your sword landed all the way up there? Shoot, I'm sorry, I apologize. I guess my aim was off by a little bit. The look on your face, priceless. I slipped the stone into your pocket just before we fired you over there. It's no ordinary stone either. I can see what you're doing through this stone, and obviously you can hear me through it. So, if you see a flashing A, you better press that button. I've put the stone in your quest status screen. Use right on the item screen to take a look. It's pretty basic. Hey, but listen carefully. I need this back after you save your sister, so don't go losing it, you understand? Alright then, down to brass tacks. The courtyard is awash with searchlights, so they'll see you right away if you just go charging in. Better think it through. So if I look on the status screen... Pirate's Charm. This is the mysterious stone the pirate Tetra lent to you. Use it when flashing A appears to speak with Tetra. I'm gonna go ahead and save. It's worth noting that there is actually a map on the gamepad, and this is before I've even picked up a dungeon map. So. Listen up, Luke. There's a monster running the searchlight up there. You can slay the monster, then just maybe it'll shut the searchlight down. Oh, but you're unarmed, aren't you? All you have is a shield. If I were you, I'd try to use my shield to deflect the monster's blows, and see if I could make it drop its weapon. If you did that, you could pick up its weapon with A. But that's just me. What'll you do? That sidle button is not something that I figured out for a while. Made this really hard on my first playthrough of the game. You have to press and hold A here. You let go of A, he comes away from the wall. And the fact that I didn't know the definition of sidle did not make things any better. Because this was a GameCube game. I got a Wii. I never got a GameCube. I got a Wii when I was in elementary school. Yeah. Hey, look. The sword. We have a little boss fight here. You got the hero's sword you dropped. Now you're in business. Take care not to drop it again. There's our whole boss fight. Very easy. I did still take damage, but, and like I said, found weapon system. This is fun. That weapon is actually stronger than the sword that I have right now, but, you can't swing it as well, because it's so big. We can't handle this fight right now. Oh hey, what does that, who does that look like? Luke? Luke? Wake up, Luke! Well, first I need to go get more water. I'll be back in a second. I'm not totally certain this is the case, but this might be the only Zelda game where you have to be woken up twice. Pull yourself together, Luke. Well, have you come to your senses yet? You are surprisingly dull-witted. Did I startle you? I suppose that is only natural. As wide as the world is, I am the only boat upon it who can speak the words of men. I am the King of Red Lions. Do not fear. I am not your enemy. Luke. I've been watching you since you went into the Forsaken Fortress to rescue your sister. I understand how your desire to protect your sister could give you the courage to fearlessly stand up to anything. Such a bold attempt was foolhardy. I suppose you saw him, the shadow that commands that monstrous bird. His name is Ganon. He who obtained the power of the gods attempted to cover the land in darkness and was ultimately sealed away by the very power he hoped to command. He is the very same Ganon, the Emperor of the Dark Realm of the ancient legends speak of. I do not know why the seal of the gods has failed, but now that Ganon has returned, the world is once again being threatened by his evil magic. Tell me, Luke, do you still wish to save your sister from him? And will you do anything to save her? I see. In that case, I shall guide you as we go forward, advising you on what you should do and where you must go. Ganon cannot be defeated by human hands, let alone by what little strength you possess. The key to defeating Ganon is locked away in a great power that you can wield only after much toil and hardship. You understand? In that case, we depart to the Great Sea. But I am getting ahead of myself. This is actually a bit embarrassing for me to admit, but although I am indeed a boat that possesses the power of speech, I possess no sail. And a boat with no sail can sail no seas. Well, actually, he can, just very, very slowly. I have brought you to the far to the east of the dark gaze of the Forsaken Fortress. On this island is a town of merchants who deal in a wide variety of goods. If you search hard enough, surely you can find one who will sell you a sail. I am sorry to ask this of you, but without a sail, I will be useless to you. This island of merchants is home to many valuable goods. The information they provide you may come in handy during your endeavors at sea, so listen carefully to their words and heed them well. But remember, there is no time to play. Come back here immediately as soon as your errands are done. He says that, and we're going to do the near 100% route, which means that, gonna be here a while. Windfall Island. What? Can't you see we're busy? I know we're super cute and all, but that doesn't mean you can just come up and talk to us whenever you like. Jeepers! What's the matter, mister? Why are you looking at us like we're aliens or something weird like that? What? We're good girls. We don't spread rumors. Why are you staring at us like that, huh? I know we're cute, but we're good girls. We don't know any rumors, and we don't spread the ones we know. Yeah, we're good. No matter how much money you give us, we won't tell you anything. Nope, nothing. That's right, not even for 2 rupees. Have some rupees. Oh, really? You're gonna give us rupees? Yippee! We get 1 whole rupee! We each get 1 whole rupee. Haha! We're still not going to tell you anything, not even a teensy tiny rumor. Yeah, we would never tell you about that strange guy dressed from head to toe in green who's locked up in the town jail. But I wonder if he's related to you. So these guys, these girls tell you stuff that you can do around the island. They're not really helpful right now, but hey. So I'm feeling pretty good. Why? Because I recently got myself a pet pig. 3, in fact. I got a black splotch pig too. How often do you see one of those? Not often, chum. I've let him sure to graze over yonder. But the thing is, I can't stop worrying about the little guys. Hey, just so you know, if you ever have money issues, I give good financial advice. You come talk to me, chum. I may not look rich, but I've got plenty of cash. So I have enough cash that I don't think he's going to help me, but you can also find a bunch of cash just as you walk around this place. Come on, here we go. But he can actually pay you to go grab these rope. I'm not going to do that if I can help it, because it's such a pain. Ooh, that's a lot of cash. Remember this spot for later. Don't you sneak in here, you little rat! Shoo, beat it, scram vermin! This would be the bomb shop. Go on and use the left stick to look around. 10 bombs, 10,000 rupees. Come on now, how's a kid like you going to pay for these? You're dreaming. 20 bombs, 20,000 rupees. Look, can't you read? Do these look like something you can afford, huh? 30 bombs, 30,000 rupees. Listen to me, boy, you're out of your mind. You can't pay for these, so scram. I didn't call for you, boy. Go on now, beat it. This guy is really annoying. Oh, please, young boy there, please help me. Please listen to my tale of woe. Okay. Oh, my sweet, sweet daughter. My only daughter. Poor Maggie. She was captured by a bunch of villains and taken to the Forsaken Fortress. What on earth could those scoundrels want with her? Are they just roaming around looking for young maidens? Are they just evil creatures who delight in mischief? Well, crud. Having a kidnapped daughter doesn't get you a single rupee, you know? Please, please save my poor daughter. I beg of you. Here I stand, begging. I hope you'll give those scoundrels in the Forsaken Fortress a good scare. They'll pay for what they've done. Oh, yes! Pay! And he will always approach you when you get up there, so don't get close to him. It's a peaceful place, this here island. The people here would never even dream of leaving their little paradise and setting sail on a voyage at sea, know what I mean? Why, this town is so full of faces that don't even know the slightest interest in the sails of a ship. Are we sailors the only ones? Has no one else set out on the great sea? You say you want to sail for a boat? Listen, tell me you're kidding with me. Listen up, laddie. Try using your head a little more. What makes you think a bloke like me, a guy who makes his living off the sea, would give away the very sailing gear he needs to survive? Look elsewhere, laddie. You don't look familiar at all, buddy. Are you some kind of tourist or something? If you are, I'll show you around. Why don't you join me for a little stroll around town? Our Windfall Island may be a little cozy, so to speak, but people from all over the world come here. This town's always lively. Haha! Why, just walking around and having a look at things is quite fun. That's the mark of a great town. He does actually walk all the way around town. I'm not following him. It takes forever. Oh, no, that's not it. That's just not it. And the problem is, even though that's not it, this isn't either. Oh dear, pardon me, guy. I was so fully and wholly absorbed in my dancing that I didn't even notice little old you standing there. I am taught. I love dancing more than I love 3 meals a day. You will come to know me as the world's charismatic dancer extraordinaire. Ready, guy? 1, 2, 1, 2. Say, guy, you know what I was just reminded of? Long ago, I met this delightful little guy who performed the most dazzling magic dance. A dance that turned night into day right before my very eyes. I can remember those fabulous dance moves, but I just can't seem to get the intricate rhythm down. You think you know the rhythm, guy? Not yet. Here's our weird guy in jail. I see the same green clothes and the same green hat. By the looks of you, I'd say, sir, could you, by chance, be a fairy? Wow. Goodness! Did you feel my telepathy? That's why you saved me, isn't it? Isn't it? Do not worry. Tingle knows without you telling him. Sir. Yes, sir. Tingle is my name. I have been looking for you and your kind for too long to be one of the fairy folk. And yet I was mistaken for some kind of troublemaker and put into this dreadful sort of place. How disrespectful. Let me tell you, he belongs here. Tell me, please, Mr. Fairy, rescue poor Tingle from this place and take him to where you and your kind live in splendor. Yeah, we're not taking you anywhere, but I will release you.
Yay!
Hooray! Thank you oh so very much. Here is Tingle's heartfelt gift of thanks. Become an item. The Tingle Bottle, using Miiverse, which is discontinued so I can't do anything. You can insert a message you've written and send it out to sea for someone unknown to receive. Set it to and use it with Y, X, or R. Be aware that you can't write letters if you're not connected to Miiverse. Mr. Fairy, are you familiar with Miiverse? With it, messages put in this bottle can be sent to fairies the world over. A communion of minds, hearts beating as one. Just don't write anything unpleasant, okay? Not that I have to remind you, Mr. Fairy. Splendid! Tingle is returning now to his own special island. Will you come find him? Ah! I was forgetting something important! Oh, Mr. Fairy, you want to come to my island, don't you? Don't you? Tingle's chart. What kind of chart could it be? Head out to sea, then check your charts on the map screen to find out. Open it on the map screen! If you ever need any help with your charts, just leave it to Tingle. Don't ever forget it. And if you'd like to give your Tingle bottles that little extra oomph that all Tingles crave, you should check the back of this cell. Check it right out. I can now send letters in Tingle bottles by using Miiverse. Set your Tingle bottle to Y, X, or R to send a letter of your own. You can even use the Picto box to include a pictograph with your message. Pick up Tingle bottles that you find lying on beaches or floating in the sea to read letters that other people have written. You can adjust your message settings at any time from the settings screen. Yeah, there's not going to be any because the Miiverse has shut down. I'm gonna go to the right unless I have reason not to. I'll point it out when I get there, or I would have reason not to. Okay, so you see on the right where it looks like a couple of boards? If you go to the right there, you will be dumped out of this and show up right next to the King of Red Lions. So I'm not going to. You can actually always see that, so you have some good hints on where to go. That's why I follow the wall. Pictobox! Set it to and use it with Y, X, or R. It can record up to 12 pictographs. It was 3 in the original. Really annoying. Press ZR to use your to view your pictographs. It's worth noting that this is the pictographs are usable once only. So if we need to hand pictographs to someone, you don't get them back.
Yep.
Fate unknown. At last I have succeeded in stealing the pictobox I have desired for so long. Succeeded, yes, but sadly. Due to a slight mistake on my part, I was also caught. I've been imprisoned, but I do not give in easily. I refuse to give this wondrous box to my captors. I've decided to hide it here in the depths of my cell to make and then make my escape by tunneling out. Yes, that is my plan. Yes, so that's why Tingle is here. Like I said, he deserves to be there. Actually, I'm gonna stick it on X. Of course, if I ever successfully escape from this prison, I shall one day return to recover the Pictobox. I will write the controls for it in case I should forget them. Set it to Y, X, or R on the item screen. Press A to snapshots. L and R also work. Use the left stick to zoom in and out. Press ZR to switch to its delightful pictograph viewing mode. It saves up to 12 pictographs at one time. Oh, how it pains me to leave it. I just wish I could get out of here so I could start taking pictographs. What's funny is it's really easy to leave. Like so. Hello. So yeah, I don't know how Tingle didn't manage to get out, but there you go. You could indulge me for a moment? Please admit that I am looking fine. Why, looking this fine would have won me the Miss Windfall crown way back when. I'm still looking better looking than all the younger girls I know.
Yeah.
Hello, hello, and hello. You are standing in the one and only Jelly Juice Shop. You must have heard. Our potions are the best, I'm telling you. They're too good, in fact. They're absolutely incredible. What's that? What's Chew Jelly, you ask, looking somewhat bewildered? Oh, sir, you simply must be joking. You don't know what Chew Jelly is. Well, just ask yourself this, good sir. What is a robustly nourishing element? What is a mystical substance that is good for the body and mind? Ask yourself. The words Chew Jelly roar out in answer to these questions, proclaiming themselves to be true. Why, it is the key ingredient in the most effective potions around. All you have to do is bring an empty bottle to my little juice shop here and I'll let you have a taste. Which begs the question, sir. Do you have an empty bottle? No. No, I don't. At least I can eat your rupees. You're looking for a sale? I have no idea where you'd find one. Do I look like a sailor to you? Look, I'm feeling down right now, so shove off, will you? Go pester that guy in the massive coat or whatever. I know better than to pick up those pots. Remember how I said Link is a bane to pots? Not those pots. That's a bad idea. It costs you rupees to break those. She is so saucy, isn't she? I can't believe she's a school teacher. Rumor has it she has mountains of tacky pendants and earrings. It's as if she loves nothing in the world more than jewelry. Now, just what are you doing? Are you listening to us, you scamp? Listen, young man, I haven't seen you around, but I guess you're new to Windfall. But don't you know it's bad to eavesdrop on conversations meant only for adult ears? We're discussing very, very important topics that kids just wouldn't understand. You're far too young to be listening to us, young man, so shoo! My dear fellow, I can't have you trying to come in this way. No, no, no. Go over there. My story is a strange one. I came across cursed seas from a land far away. Land where the blizzards that blow violently, heading for this town called Windfall. But dear me, as I traveled, a terrible storm descended and tore my ship to bits, and mysteriously only that escaped without so much as a mark on it. From the looks of you, I would say you are a traveler as well. Oh yes indeed. Could you not purchase that from me? It is my one and only heirloom from home. The people of this town do not seem the least bit interested in that, despite the fact that it would help them travel the dangerous seas about their town. Please, I beg of you, I wish to open a business here in this town, so I'm in desperate need of finances. How does 80 rupees sound? I'll buy it. Yes, 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 thank you very much indeed. I've received precisely 80 rupees for it. I can use these funds to finance my new business. Oh dear me, what a happy day. Very well, young master. As I promised, please, take that. I got a boat sail. Press A while on your boat to pull it out, and B again to put it away. Yes, 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 you have made a good purchase today, my young master. And you have saved my life and business as well. Treasure it dearly. It is the finest sail in the world. Treat it as such. Windfall is a warm and bustling place, I deem. I do believe I shall settle and open my business here. Yes, yes, that is a plan. Oh yes, I must say, if you happen to come across a delivery bag that looks handy for carrying products, let me know. The first thing I must do is find products to sell. People from all over the world seem to gather here on Windfall Island, all hoping to become successful merchants. I suppose you could say that this is the island where people and money come together, but you know what? Money is important, sure, but don't you think people need to open their hearts a little more than their wallets? I've been kicking around this crazy world for a long time, and I've learned to stop and sniff the flowers along the way. Hey there, boy. Did you happen to see the postbox down near the docks? Well, just so you know, if you want to send someone a letter, just set it to Y, X, or R and use that button to put in the postbox. It's just that easy. But before long, the Rito postman will come to deliver it to whomever you've sent it to. He's a hard-working fellow, I'll tell you. Welcome! Oh my, you're a very small customer, aren't you? Well, that's fine, of course. You just feel free to look around. Lately, I've been hearing that the monsters from the Forsaken Fortress have been going around kidnapping girls with long ears. Can't believe it. After all, 2 girls from Windfall have already been kidnapped. Poor Maggie and Mila. It just breaks my heart to think about those two. Both of their fathers are desperate to find anyone who can rescue their poor little girls. What kind of world has this become? So much fear and suffering.
Yep.
Yes, we have grabbed the sail, so we can leave, but there's plenty of other stuff I can still do, so I'm going to do it. Why, young sir, I must say you seem to be in possession of a very fine pictobox there. Are you a lover of pictographs as well? There can be no villains amongst the ranks of pictobox lovers. Take your time. Look around, I implore you. And while you're here, please do visit my upstairs pictograph gallery. You're bound to find it quite exciting, young sir. I guarantee it. So as you can see, there's a bunch of photography equipment here. And up here. Aren't these some finely snapped pictographs? You must admit it. But come now, you needn't be so surprised, my young sir. It is a hobby of mine to sneak up behind people when they least expect it. It's quite an amusing diversion. Think nothing of it. By the way, the pictographs you see decorating these fine walls have all been taken by none other than myself. They are my pride and joy. You see, in my younger days, I was tireless, sailing far and wide across the great sea, snapping pictographs wherever I went. Have a look at them, young sir. What is this a pictograph of, you ask? Well, those are creatures called choo-choos. They are said to have medicinal properties, so they are a most important resource treasured by sailors the world over. Why, there's even said to be an extremely rare species of them known as the blue choo-choo. It is only under very unusual circumstances that they are ever sighted. You would be most lucky to ever come across one, young sir. There's a few of them around sea, but I don't remember exactly where. This is a pretty nice pictograph. This one is of a tiny rock islet resting far out in the seas southeast of here. Isn't it nice? There was a very dignified butler standing before the door, and I snapped this pictograph without even thinking. That aside, I am certain this is someone's private cabana. This is an incredible pictograph. I saw this strange platform rising up out of the seas, seeming to claw at the sky. Makes for an even stranger silhouette. I wonder if such things still remain out there on the high seas, lonely on the waves. If only I had the chance. I would love to see these things once again. People will be seeing quite a lot of that tower. This is a pictograph of an isle I once visited. Isn't it a finely snapped shot? I took it in my younger days. It is Outset Island. It is the most delightful of fishing villages, innocent and rich with nature's bounty. It was there I met a beautiful young lass. Although I suppose she is probably not as young as she used to be in these days. What kind of pictograph is this, you ask? One ill-fated day, misfortune befell me and my boat was destroyed. Clinging to the wreckage, I drifted at the whims of the waves. That's when I saw this monstrosity. This foul ship, veiled in mist and fading in and out of sight like something of another world. Yes, my young sir, 'tis none other than the Ghost Ship. The rumors I've heard tell of a man who researched the reaches of the sea where the Ghost Ship faded in and out of sight, and that he drew a map of its movements. It is said that as soon as the man had finished drawing the lines of that cursed map, he died a most unexpected death. Chilling. Truly chilling. Now, if one were able to find that map, then it might be possible to sink onto the ghost ship and get the treasure that is said to lurk within its hull. Yes, it is quite rich, and thankfully we won't need quite so many rupees in this run, but on the non-HD version, you need to enter and leave that ship quite a lot for a speedrun because it gives you a lot of rupees. Not a bad pictograph, Is that not a rather mysterious statue? That statue's home is on one of the Triangle Islands. It lies due south of here. There are a total of 3 Triangle Islands. Northern, the Southern, and the Eastern Triangle Islands. Each of them has a statue such as this standing on its shores. This pictograph chills me to the bone. The Forsaken Fortress. This place lies to the northwest of our fair isle, but it has been enveloped in filthy dark clouds of late. What are we to do against the silent evil that lingers there? If you value your life, young sir, then at the very least you should stay as far away from that place as you possibly can. Feels as if evil that is not of this world lies in wait there, biding its time. See, young sir, I have been studying pictoboxes since I was but a lad. My lifelong dream of creating a box with incredible photography capabilities is at long last nearing fruition. But now I've grown old and have no real desire to leave this island. Young sir, I hesitate to ask, but could you perchance become my pictograph assistant? Sure. Oh, really? Really and truly? My heart leaps at your enthusiasm, but I feel I must tell you, the path that an assistant must follow is not a simple one. I demand that whosoever takes on the role of my assistant be an individual who can take whatever command I may issue and promptly complete it without hesitation. It will be quite a challenge, I assure you. Are you still sure you want to do this? Absolutely. Ah! You must share my love of the pictograph. What is your name, young sir? Luke, is it? Very well then. I shall issue 3 commands to you. On the day you complete all 3 tasks, you shall be my #1 assistant, Luke. Now then, for my first command. A love letter. Do you know what that is, young sir? It is a collection of words of love, long unspoken and put into written form. Somewhere in this town there is one who, despite constant rejection, never learns the cold lesson of unrequited passion and continues to write letters of doomed love. I am certain the object of this sadly one-sided affection is in quite a quandary over the matter. I am of the mind that I must have a word with the unwanted suitor. However, I must have physical evidence, and thus your first task is to snap a pictograph of this individual in the act of sending the unwanted letters. It sounds easy, does it not? Rightly so. If you hope to be my assistant, you must perform this task with ease. All 3 of his tasks are a pain, but, not because they're really hard, more because they require a lot of patience. What are you looking at, bud? Ha ha ha! Hey, bud, what are you? Some kind of country group? I mean, look at that outfit. What a get-up! This town is our turf. The turf for the world-famous killer bees. Don't mess with us.
Yay!
Buzz, buzz. Well, what do you think about my outfit? You don't see clothes like this often, do you? Aren't they so cute? A friend of mine who lives on Outset Island sent this outfit to me. She's an amazing girl. She can put jars on her head and walk around like it's nothing at all. You have to see it to believe it. Yep, to sailors like us, the wind's our whole life. It'd sure be nice if a fair wind blew today. Alright, let's go. Be sure to take a clear full body shot so I can see exactly what is going on. And of course, so as not to be seen, you should take the pictograph from a distance, yes? Now to prove you've completed this task, you should set your pictobox to Y, X, or R and press that button to show me the pictograph. Clear, young sir? Oh, now this is a finely snapped pictograph indeed. Now, they say love is blind, but what could he be thinking mailing all these letters? I should not ridicule him, though, for he reminds me of myself back in the innocence of my youth. Memories of those bittersweet summer days come rushing back to me. But I digress. Very good, young sir. I must congratulate you on passing your first test. I shall promptly take this pictograph from you and use it most efficiently. Very well, next is my second command. You must search for this town's most timid and cowardly resident. I intend to flog his spirit so as to lend him some backbone. This individual flinches and jumps at even the slightest of surprises. I need you to capture the instant of pure fear on this individual's face in a pictograph. So tell me, do you think you can complete this task, sir? Yes, and I know exactly who it is. Oh, now this is a finely snapped pictograph indeed. Clearly this individual must be the town's most timid of denizens. Here is his constant companion. I cannot complain, young sir. You have passed in a most admirable manner. Say, and is it me, or is this chap quite the striking individual? Very good, young sir, and this means you have passed my second test. I shall promptly take this pictograph from you and use it most efficiently. Very good. Next, at long last, is my final command. Open your heart and mind and listen to what I say. Somewhere in town is a couple, a man and woman whose hearts are secretly filled with thoughts of the other, yet for reasons unknown, the two have never spoken. Even when they happen by chance to pass each other on the road, they steal a brief furtive glance of the other, but they suppress the longing in their hearts. I cannot let this tragedy go on any longer. For the sake of the town and my own desire to help these two poor souls, I shall become Cupid, Archer of Love. These two are timid burglars in the House of Love, and you must capture a pictograph of them thinking their furtive thoughts. And, young Master Luke, if and when, hope beyond hope, you manage to complete this third task, then you shall be my #1 pupil. Does that not excite you? Good luck to you, young sir. And again, I know exactly who it is. And it's on a timer, so I need to run around and wait. You look like a curious boy. Do you know there's an island a little to the east of here called Roost Island? Yes, it's where we're going next. Folks say that the island is home to the tribe of a people who dance in the skies like birds on the wind. They call themselves the Rito, and they say a sky spirit lives nearby. But to someone like me, a person who's never left this little island, it may as well be a fairy tale out of a child's book. Oh, if only I had my own boat. I thought he walked around the other way. That was nice. Oh, this is a finely snapped pictograph indeed. I had no idea these two would get along so splendidly. You can see the love there, hidden but thriving. Even I, who have lived in this town for so many long years, did not realize in the slightest the extent of their passion. You have done well, Luke. I shall promptly take this pictograph from you and use it most efficiently. Now then, my young sir, you have completed all of the tasks I set you to. My doubts about you have all been cleared up. I shall hereby be proud to call you my assistant, Luke. And no assistant of mine will be seen going around taking pictographs in monochrome, not in a million years. So here, allow me to present you with this pictobox. I got the deluxe pictobox. This was very important to get before I leave the island. A gift from Lenzo commemorating your becoming his assistant. It can take color pictographs. Set it to and use it with Y, X, and R. You can't get this in the SD version until far later, which is a problem if you're trying to go for 100%. Because it makes it impossible. Unless you're doing New Game Plus. So it's important that you do New Game Plus when you're getting the 100% run. But since this is the HD version, I can get it far earlier. Humph. Till now you could only take black and white pictographs, but now you can take color pictographs, allowing you to show the world as it was meant to be seen. Now, go out there and snap pictographs. Snap them in color for me, for all the years I spent unable to do so. Fulfill my life's ambition. Go to it, Luke. Alright, there's that. Now we have a few other side quests that we can do. Sort of. I can't actually do them. Because it needs to be nighttime and I won't be able to, well, one of them for this guy. Nobody understands how I feel. Do me a favor, beat it. What a jerk. How did he manage that? Right under my nose. I guess he is an alright guy. Pesky little brat. Nobody understands how I feel. Do you hear me? Nobody. Not you. Not anybody. Wait. Are you trying to tell me that you do understand how I feel? Completely. Oh, really? Then how about a little test to see if you really do? I want you to take a pictograph of the first perfectly round pale thing you can think of and show it to me. If you show me something that's exactly the same as my favorite thing, then you win and I'll acknowledge that you understand the inner workings of my heart and mind. It's quite a simple little riddle, isn't it? Quickly now, bring me the pictograph. Has to be done in color, you can't do it in black and white. But I can't actually do it right now because it has to be nighttime. That should probably tell you what it is. Welcome to Miss Marie's School of Joy! I don't think I've ever seen your face around here before, my young scholar. Are you a new pupil? What can I do for you on this fine day? We need to talk. I know I may look a bit flashy for a teacher, but I assure you I am one. How long has it been since I opened my school here on Windfall? 20 years? Ever since then, I've been teaching the children of this island about true joy. But I do have a rather joyless problem. There's this delinquent gang of 4 young boys who never listen to a word I say. Even though I wait patiently for those boys to show up, they never come. It's as if they don't want joy in their hearts. Could you please catch their leader, that little boy named Ivan, and talk some sense into him for me? Please, young man, for me? Yes, ma'am. Oh, thank you so much. You're such a dear. They're such troublesome little boys. I'm at my wit's end over how to handle them. But they won't be so mean to a boy their own age, will they? I should think not. Good luck, young man. Hello. Hahaha, are you a hick or something? Grab the right one. Yeah! Yo, bud, you got a problem with us killer bees, huh? Do ya? Don't tell me it's that annoying hag of a teacher again, is it? You came here to give us a talking to because Miss Marie asked you to, right? Tell us not to skip school, right, bud? Tell us not to be tardy, right, bud? Well, forget about all that. We're the mighty and invincible gang of 4, the killer bees. Do you think we'd listen to a chump like you? But I'll tell you what, bud. If you want to challenge us to a competition, then we'll think about maybe listening a little bit. What do you say, bud? Do you want to challenge us? I'll take you on. Okay, your funeral, bud. The rules are simple. We're gonna go hide somewhere, and if you find us, we're gonna run. You gotta try and catch us. Easy as that, bud. We won't hide indoors or nothing, and we won't leave this island, so look for us around in the shadows and behind buildings and stuff. If you catch all 4 of us, we lose. You got it, bud? Ready? Go! So there's our first hint, is this guy running off like that. I don't remember exactly where all of them are, but I think I got a good idea. You can fall pretty far without taking fall damage in this game. Yeah, you got me! How in the world he managed to climb that tree, I will never know. No, 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 no. No! No. Yeah, you got me. I knew where 3 of them are. I don't know where the last one is. Aw, lame. No, I'm not talking with you again. And the last one's behind a bush somewhere. Aha. I would think that was a little girl, except we were told by the teacher that it's for little boys. You're awesome! Ah, I can't believe it. You found all 4 of us. And you caught us all too. Talk about utter defeat. Looks like we lost our touch, killer bees. I guess maybe it's time we chilled out. From now on, we won't cause no more trouble for anyone. And to reward your hide-and-seeking skills, here, take this, bud. A piece of heart. Collect 4 of these to complete a new heart container. More heart containers equals more life. This is our favorite possession, but you've proven that you're worthy. To our bud, the hide-and-seek master. Oh, and one more thing. We need you to apologize to Miss Marie for us, alright? We're counting on you, bud. What can I do for you on this fine day? We need to talk. You did, didn't you? You said something to those delinquents for me, didn't you, dear? You can't fool me. I watched it all from the shadow of my door. You really are a dear. You fill me with joy. I have to reward you, so here's a little spare change. Purple rupee, it's worth 50 rupees. That's just great! Oh, and one more thing. Don't tell anybody, dear. What can I do for you on this fine day? We need to talk. When it comes to children, my eyes never deceive me. Someday, dear, you will grow up to be a fine young man, and your name will go down in history. That's what I think, dear. Thought there was another round of dialogue here, but maybe not right now. Hey, sounds like you apologized to teach for us. Good old Miss Marie. And speaking of Bud, did you know it's gonna be Miss Marie's birthday soon? Boss, oh boss, you think maybe we should give her some kind of present or something? Don't be stupid, we're the killer bees! We ain't no teacher's pets! Yeah, but Teach loves jewelry and junk more than anything else in the world! What's she into these days? What'd you call them? Joy pendants? Really? Where do you find them? Are they just lying around? We could find some. And if we could just find some, we could give them to Teach as a present. She'd be all happy. Hey, now that I think about it, when I was climbing trees the other day, I saw some sparkly light on top of some tree in town. Where was that? Maybe it's one of them pendants. What do you think, boss? Nah, that's crazy talk. That one. There we go. Got a joy pendant. Yo, Bud, looks like you found yourself a joy pendant. Solid work. Actually, I gotta admit, we hid that thing up in the tree. We thought you might find it. Listen up, it's gonna be Ms. Marie's birthday soon. We were thinking of giving her a present, so it was good that we finally got our hands on that thing. But we can't be going around giving presents to people. No way! That just doesn't fit the Killer Bee's style. Come on, Bud, can't you give it to Teach for us? Can't you? And it's not like we could ask anybody, just anybody to do it for us, neither. It's gotta be someone reliable, who can keep a secret. You're the only one we could ask, Bud. There we go, that's the dialogue I was hoping for. Okay. What can I do for you on this fine day? We need to talk. Oh right, I need to actually pull it out. Spoils bag. There. My dear, that's a joy pendant! To tell you the truth, I love jewelry above all else. And that is extremely rare and hard to come by. It's the hottest thing around, dear. Oh my, yes, I will happily take a single one from you. No, I insist. Only one. To tell you the truth, I've actually like about 20 of them. But that would probably only happen in my wildest of dreams. You know, I've been a teacher here for a long time. It's tough to put one past me. That being said, I'm pretty sure I know who put you up to this, dear. Those little sweeties, I'm so joyful! It's the best birthday present I could ask for! I suppose I ought to thank you. Close your eyes, dear. Red rupee. That's 20 rupees, what a pleasant surprise. And if you see those boys again, tell them I say hello. It's time for Sploosh Kaboom. Hey, welcome. It's 10 rupees per game for kids. You wanna play or what? Yeah. Yeah, okay, then, ahem. Welcome to the fleet. I am the Great Admiral Dovosky. Look sharp, for we are the sole protectors of this island. Admiral, red alert. All hands on deck. Sonar shows that schools of deadly giant squid are approaching. All ships prepare for battle. But where? I see. The fiends approach. There are 3 squid groups. A large one, a medium one, and a small one. If we allow them to get any closer, the children on the island will be in grave danger. Sailor, take command of our new radar system to seek out and sink all of these fiendishly hidden enemies. But be warned, you have only 24 cannonballs that you can fire. To destroy the marauding squid pods, you must score 4 direct hits on the large, 3 on the medium, and 2 on the small. Use the left stick to move the cursor, and press A to fire a cannon blast. May your aim be true. That is all. That is all the instruction you need. Is that clear, sailor? Aye, aye, sir. Excellent. So far, our best sailor has managed to destroy all of these giant squid using only 20 cannonballs. May you fight as bravely. Yeah, so I have to beat this high score, and I remember hearing that there's for speedruns, they actually have a sploosh kaboom calculator. I'm seeing if I can find it on my phone. Aha, Sploosh Kaboom Solver. This is a tool for computing the likely locations of squids in the Sploosh Kaboom minigame in The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker, both SD and HD versions. Unfortunately, it's currently pretty complicated to use correctly. A collection of tutorials will be compiled at some point, hopefully soon. For now, see the GitHub repository. Yeah. So basically, it's a calculator, and I click where it's got the yellow square. Because that's the most likely location to hit something.
Sploosh. 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 Sploosh.
It's all probability, so...
Sploosh. Kaboom! 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 Kaboom!
Okay.
Sploosh. Kaboom! Sploosh. Kaboom! Sploosh. Sploosh. Kaboom! Kaboom! Kaboom!
Yay! 19! There we go, that's what I needed. Excellent work, sailor! Your deeds have successfully protected the peace on this fair island. We are so very proud! The children on the island would like to thank you, sailor.
Hooray! Yay!
Oh, thank you, Mr. Sailor. Please take this piece of heart as a sign of our gratitude. You are so great! I've collected a total of 2 pieces. Get 2 more to complete another heart container. Whoa, wait a sec. 19? Hey, that's a new record. So, you get this, too. I got a treasure chart. So, thanks for playing and all that. I can't tell you how fun it's been, for me. And, don't forget your umbrella or nothing on your way out the door. So, I could play again. If you get a higher score again, then you get purple rupee, but I don't need that. I have plenty of cash. I'm actually a little worried that I've hit the max wallet. You know, this thing actually may look like a windmill, but it's actually a wind-powered Ferris wheel. It used to harness the wind's power to spin in quite a nifty manner. but we rarely get a favorable wind around here anymore, so it doesn't budge. I'm pretty sure it's not broken or anything, though, so if the wind blew in the right direction, we'd just have to hit the power switch on back to get it moving. It looks like a westerly wind is blowing now. Which is not the correct direction, by the way. Alright, I believe that is every side quest we can do right now. Oh, that look in your eye. So you found yourself a sail, have you? Very well, then I shall teach you the art of sailing. Come next to my hull and press A to climb aboard. Hoist the sail you got with A to get moving. The sail will catch the wind, which will push the boat forward. The arrow that appears behind me indicates the wind direction. Use the left sticks to steer. If you wish to move quickly, you should keep the wind blowing directly into the sail. You can always press B to put away the sail. Try it when you want to adjust your speed. Did you understand all that? Yes. One more thing. When you are out at sea with few landmarks to go by, you will be at the mercy of your sea chart. I have marked the place we should currently be heading for on your sea chart. If you get lost at sea, press the map displayed on the Wii U gamepad to open your sea chart. You can also pause the game with plus and confirm your position. Now, a westerly wind blows. Hop in and let it carry us to the east. So if you press ZR, you can actually move. It's not actually a bad pace either, but it's way too slow to get done what we need to get done. They also won't let us go to any direction other than the way that we're supposed to go, so don't even bother trying. Now there's an island on the way over there. I want to hit that and one other spot on the way. Here we go. Originally, the reason why the Great Sea was so big is because it could only actually load one island at a time. That's not the case on the HD version because it's on the Wii U, not the GameCube, but that is the reason why there's so much distance between the islands. Alright, this is the island I wanted to hit, but first I want to chat with these guys. That is important. Yeah! Mighty fine boat you got there, bub. You must be searching for treasure on the seafloor too, aren't you? I can't. You won't get any from us, bub. Not likely. Let me ask you something real quick. Who wanders around on a fishless sea? I'll tell you who, bub. Only pirates, monsters, and treasure hunters like ourselves. And maybe some other things that I've never heard of. You know, with all the weak island dwellers who never leave their shores, I'm amazed to see such a tiny little guy out here. I like your style, bub. I feel like I've known you my whole life. So hey, bub, tell you what. As one treasure hunter to another, I'll give you this. You'll definitely be needing it if you want to haul up treasure. Come on, take it. I won't take no for an answer. I also won't take nay, nope, or nar. Just grab it. We got a treasure chart. And this chart on the map screen in a place where treasure lies will be lit up. Sail to that area and then use the chart to find the treasure. First, open your map on the Wii U gamepad, then compare the island charts on the right with the treasure charts on the left to see where the treasure lies. If you press plus to pause the game, you can take your sweet time poring over the charts. After all, haste makes waste. After that, all you need to do is use the same thing we use to haul up treasure, one of those grappling hooks that the Rito tribesfolk of the Dragon Roost Island use. Yeah, those grappling hooks. Nothing pulls up stuff like those things. Alright, little treasure buddy. Best of luck to all of us. Very important that you get that treasure chart. There are 49 treasure charts. Because there are 49 islands. It's a grid of 7 by 7. This is Pawprint Isle. To reach Roost Island, head east from here. I can't actually get the name of this place right now, but I can still explore it. To a certain extent. I can't finish it. Hey, we got some red chew jelly. Keep it in your spoils bag. This gelatinous goo comes from deep within red tutus. It is effective as a cure for exhaustion, but it can't be used in its current state. I'll need to pick up a bunch of that. Let's see. I'd like to come back later. It'll be a while before I can finish this place out. Hey, you got a piece of heart. You've collected 3 so far. Collect 1 more to increase your life energy by 1 heart. That's why I came here. I can't do anything else here for the moment. I'm going to go ahead and make a mark, noting both where we are and what I need. So, I have this chart up. We are currently on, let's just... orders. We're currently on this island here. And I'm going to mark it with what I need to come back with. I already know what it is, so spoiler warning for just... I'm gonna make these all centered. But, that's what I need to come back with if I want to completely clear this place out. I know what I'm getting, what order, and that's going to be the earliest time that I can clear out this place. Well, sort of. Actually, let me make it be totally clear. There's another spot on this island that I just spotted. So I can't... Let's mark that. That's when I can next come back. I'm marking down when I can next come back in order to totally clear out the island, not just clear a little bit of it. Because that's what I want to do, is totally clear the island. Alright, let's set it. I'm not allowed to go to any hexes other than... or not, it's not hexes, it's squares. I'm not allowed to go to any grid squares that are not the ones that are expressly required. Though I am able to go around within those squares. So I'm going to wander a little bit and grab all the stuff that I can. Specifically, there's only two squares that I can actually go around in. I'm never going to make any marks for Windfall because we go back there over and over again. But hello, buddy. When I keep you on the raft as I beat you up. Sometimes they can drop joy pendants. And there's a lot of joy pendants needed. It's more than 20, I'll tell you that. So we can go to Beetle Shop Ship now, but there's not really anything to buy that we need. I'm going to get out. Get up here. Oh, he fell off. Ready? Oh, I did not hit the top. I had the max. Okay, I don't know what it is. Maybe 500 or something. They increased your max wallet size for the HD version, which is another great thing they did. Another thing that they did is they made it so that instead of having to set your sail to an item, it's just automatically set based off of the facts that you or in your boat. Mine's gone. That's not helpful. So sail pumping is a thing, which is where you rapidly turn away and take it back out because it gives you a tiny burst of speed every time you pull out. But I'm not going to be doing that because it's a tiny burst of speed and I'm not that good. hey. Here we are. There, on the horizon. That is our destination, Luke. Dragon Roost Island. High atop this island's peak lives the spirit of the skies, a great dragon by the name of Valoo. You must go see this dragon and request from him a jewel called Din's Pearl. Ask the people of the Rito tribe who inhabit this island about how to see the dragon. Oh, I almost forgot. Wait just a moment. This is the Wind Waker. It is a baton of sorts that was used long ago when the people played music in prayer to the gods. In those days, simply using it allowed one to borrow the power of the gods, but I do not know if it still works. Even so, I thought it might be of some use to you. Perhaps you should try using it. First, conduct in 3/4 time. Do not touch the left stick, just try to match the rhythm by tilting the right stick up, down, and right. Very nice, that was splendid. Next is 4/4 time. Hold the stick left to change the rhythm, and match the rhythm, and tilt the right stick up, right, left, and then down. That's it, Luke. That was not bad for your first time using the Wind Waker. Not bad at all. You can also conduct it with it in 6/4 time by tilting the left stick to the right. You would do well to remember that. It will not come up for quite some time. You received the legendary Wind Waker. By using this magical conductor's baton, you can borrow the power of the gods. Use the right stick to conduct. Don't tilt the left stick to conduct in 3/4 time. Hold left to conduct in 4/4 time. Hold right to conduct in 6/4 time. Danger! Do not attack the explosive fruit. Yes, it will explode. When shrine to the left, mail center up. There appear to be markings that indicate specific directions. Another fun part of the HD version is you have specific things that are automatically set to the D-pad, instead of having to set them as items. One of them is the Wind Waker. We will be using this song a lot. You learned the Wind's Requiem. Yep, that's a mighty nice breeze. The name's Zephos. I'm the god of winds. So, you're the new Wind Waker, are you? Great, great. For a beginner, you've got a nice wind sense about you. I like you, kid. That tune you just picked up? Well, it gives you control over the direction the wind blows. Depending on how it's used, the wind can be a good thing, or a very bad thing. If you want an example of it being a bad thing, then you should see my brother. It saddens me to say that my brother Cyclos is miffed about his monument here being broken, and now he spends his time creating cyclones to torment people with. So if you encounter any cyclones at sea, chastise my brother for me, will you? And that is my request for you. That won't come up again for a while. Like, the cyclones are always there, but I won't be able to do anything about it for a while. You got the arrow up? You can see that, right? Yeah, I can't actually do anything about that for quite a while, but it is there. Mail center to the right. I can't do anything about it. We were trying to get to the mail center, but, takes a bit of work. Hopefully once I've done this once, I don't have to do it ever again. Ow! Here we go. Here's our mailbox, and... Luke? Luke, is that you? It is! I'm pleased to see you're okay. I must say... You've traveled far for one with no wings. And your sister? Is she? Is that so? Oh, well, don't worry too much. I'm sure she'll hang in there. I have an idea, Luke. Would you like to meet our chieftain? I've told my people here about you, and all of us Rito are very concerned. I'm certain the chieftain will befriend you and lend you the aid of our Aerie. It's settled then. I'll fly on ahead and let everyone know you're coming. Come inside, Luke. I'll be waiting. There's actually a lot of stuff you can do here once you have the right stuff, but I don't have hardly anything right now. Well, have you discovered the cause of the Great Valu's anger? Ah, so you are Luke, are you? Will has told me all about you. A troubling tale indeed. I insist that you let us know if there is anything we can do to help you. We shall do everything in our power to assist you. However, in the meantime, we have a problem of our own to deal with. When you arrived on the island, did you notice the raging dragon perched atop the mountain? As you can see, we of the Rito tribe are profoundly connected to the sky. We make our livings on the airways. We do so by the graces of the sky spirit Valu. When a Rito reaches adulthood, he or she journeys to the top of Dragon Roost to receive a scale from the Great Dragon. It is this scale that enables the Rito to grow his or her wings. Recently, however, the once gentle Valu has grown violent and unpredictable. Sadly, we can no longer approach him. If this continues, the fledglings who are of age will never be able to receive scales from Valu on Dragon Roost. They will remain wingless, and in time our very way of life will be threatened. As chieftain of the Rito, my first responsibility is to solve this problem. My apologies, but I must ask you to wait for our assistance until this is done. Will you do so? Chieftain, what do you think of consulting Luke with regards to your son, Prince Kamali? As you can see, Luke is a gallant young lad. I feel certain that Prince Kamali would open his heart to him and speak freely of his fears and worries. That may be. Let me be direct. My son, Kamali, is of the age to earn his wings. Yet, he is weak in some ways, and in light of the current situation, he may just give up on ever getting them. What say you? Will you share some of your courage with my son? Will you meet with my son? I thank you. We shall do our best to solve our problem as quickly as possible, so that we may better help you with yours. I have something I wish for you to give to my son. A young girl named Medley is holding it for me. Would you find her and take it? I am counting on you. Here, Luke, take this with you. Who knows? It might come in handy. You got a delivery bag! Finely crafted bags like this are used by Rito postmen everywhere. So many pockets it can hold many items. Select it on the item screen and press Y, X, or R to see what you have inside. You should find Medley in one of the upper rooms. Leave the Great Valu to us. In the meanwhile, do your best to aid Prince Kamali. He says that, but you know that you're not going to actually leave everything to them. It's a Zelda game. Here, talk with everyone. Oh, you're the fledgling the chieftain mentioned, aren't you? I feel as though I should tell you, despite what he may seem like right now, young Master Kamali is quite a pleasant child. His father, the chieftain, is quite busy, but Kamali's never once complained, though I'm sure he's been lonely at times. He's the chieftain's son through and through. However, his grandmother passed recently, and Kamali seems lost. His confidence is gone. His grandmother was always with him, you see, a great, great woman. That sparkling ball that the young master keeps with him was actually a gift from the great Volu to Kamali's grandmother. As you're from off island, allow me to tell you about the Dragon Roost. Even in the best of times, it's a dangerous place with all those bomb flowers growing everywhere. And now it's even more perilous. It's so bad that all the bomb flowers themselves have all dried up. The great and wonderful Volu has created quite a mess. When I go to get to Dragon Roost Cavern, I've got some bad news for you. The bridge is out. There's no way to even get inside. I'm sure you'll understand once you've seen it for yourself. As for swimming across, well, you need water for that and the pond's all dried up. No need to panic, though. I'm sure the chieftain will think of something. Hey, I know you, yeah! You're the adventure guy, sailing from island to island. Action, excitement, right? So, with all the adventuring you do, did you happen to find a golden feather? My girlfriend, she's wanted one of those things for the longest time. And actually, I kind of promised that I'd send one to her. I have no idea why she wants a golden feather, but you know how it is. It doesn't matter why, really. I just want to see her happy, to see her smile, you know? Which is why I told her I'd send her one. There's medley in there, but other things to do. Well now, I've not seen your young face before. Nope, don't believe so. You wouldn't be here in response to our posting for some part-time help, would you? I missed that sign. There's a sign outside. I just totally missed it. Yes. Oh, excellent. That's good. But first, to see if I can use you or not, I need to give you a little test. Just a small one. Match the seal on the envelope with the same icon on the shelf and throw the letter onto the shelf. Real simple. Real easy. Simple. Use L to select it, left stick to select the shelf, and press A to throw a letter. Like I said, simple. Is that clear? Yep. Before time runs out, you have to sort at least 10 letters. Give it your best shot. 19. 19 letters! Great, good, terrific! You pass. Okay, you get 1 rupee for every 2 letters, so that comes to a grand total of 9 rupees, am I right? Come back anytime. I mean it, anytime. The more letters you sort, the more you'll earn. Not a bad deal, for both of us. Hey, you ready for work? Yes. You already understand what you need to do, am I right? Yep. Okay, if you can sort 20 or more letters, you'll see some nice financial gain. Go ahead and get started. That's 21 letters. Splendid, super. Your salary this time is 1 rupee per letter, so I need to pay you 21 rupees. Come on by anytime, I mean it, anytime. The better you do, the higher your salary will become. That's economics. Need some work? Yes. 25 letters or more, your salary will really jump. I mean it. Alright, get to work. 25 letters! You have amazing coordination! Seriously, I'm stupefied, incredulous! We veterans do this all day long, and even we have a hard time reaching that amount. I've got to give you more money. Got to! 3 rupees per letter comes to 75 rupees. How's that sound? Hey, your name wouldn't happen to be Luke, would it? It is, isn't it? I thought you looked like the lad the chieftain was talking about. In that case, I should have expected you to be able to pull off something like this. I've heard all about you. Yes, I sure have. You've had a rough time, Luke. I feel bad making you help us. But hey, things are looking up. Our new helper's just arrived. Maybe you can give him some advice the next time you come by. Wow, you really do have green clothes and a strange-shaped hat. You're Luke, aren't you? Oh, me? I'm an attendant to the Great Sky Spirit, Valu. My name is Medley. Well, to tell the truth, I'm not an attendant quite yet. I'm actually still studying to be one. Oh, what am I thinking? Here, this is from the chieftain. Now, Luke, he wants you to give this directly to Prince Kamali. Father's letter. It is a letter from a father addressed to his son. Since you've just received a fine delivery bag, why not use it to carry this letter down to Kamali? When you want to take it out, choose your delivery bag on the item screen and set this letter to Y, X, or R. The room way in the back on the first floor is Prince Kamali's room. You have to go down a couple steps to get there. When you meet Prince Kamali, please don't get offended by his manner. He has no bad intentions, I promise. By the way, listen, Luke. I have a small favor I'd like to ask of you. Could you please come to the entrance of Dragon Roost Cavern later? I'll explain everything then. Okay. What's back here? Ah. I guess it's to be expected in this heat, but just take a look down there. Dragon Roost Pond is completely dried up. Every year, the Rito sponsor a Birdman contest on an island off to the east. Wonder if we'll have one this year, what with the current situation on the island. No time to waste. Everyone's so busy with the Great Valu that we're running short of delivery personnel. It's a madhouse. Ah well, back to work. Used to have such nice breezes blowing through here. Now the air is crazy. I'm positive the strange winds are a result of the wind god's anger. See, there's an important shrine below here that got broken. Now we're paying the price. What cursed luck. Okay, yeah, so you see that golden icon on the top left that says good? I need those pictures. I need lots of those pictures, and that's why I'm glad that I have a max album of 12 instead of the original 3. A letter? From my father? Oh sure, telling me to be brave is easy enough for him. It's not like he's the one who went through that horrible experience. It's not like he still has to get a scale from Valu. You're in this letter too, you know. Poking your nose in other people's business. You're nosy, aren't you? Sorry, but I really don't feel like going to see Valu right now. I mean, how am I supposed to get a scale from him when he's so upset? What, are you going to say that you can calm Valu down? Psh, that's just a big fat lie. It's easy to say you can do anything. Bragging doesn't cost a thing. I'll tell you what, if you can find me someone who can get past all the obstacles on Dragon Roost to get to Valu, then I'll listen to anything you say. What? Oh, this? It's strange. Holding this calms me down. I forget all the bad things. It's so pretty, isn't it? It's called Din's Pearl. My grandma gave it to me. My grandma used to be Valu's attendant. She was the only person on the island who understood Valu's language. Oh, Grandma, if she were here, I know she could calm Valu down. I just know it. But my father and the rest, no matter how hard they try, they'll fail. I know it. No one else can calm Valu down. It's impossible. What? What is it, huh? Listen, you can stare all you want, but I'm not giving this to you. This is my treasure, you understand? I'm not going to just hand it over to some do-nothing guy, am I? Well, I guess we'll have to go convolute down in order to get that. Hey, look. It's the guy who was actually supposed to get up here. Hey man, I'm the new part-timer! Green clothes and a green hat? Pardon me for asking, but you're Luke, aren't you? Yes. Uh-huh! I knew it! You're a legend among the part-timers here. I really admire you, man. Just once, I'd love to see the legendary 25-letter sword. Do your best, man. I think the highest score that anyone's gotten on this is like 28. Yes! Oh my gosh! 25 letters! Amazing, man! I'm so impressed. Seriously, man. I've got to tell my mom back home all about this. I just gotta! I've got a favor to ask you, man. I'm still new here, so I'm not allowed to leave. So, would you mind putting this letter to my mom in the postbox for me? Thanks a lot, man. You accepted a note to Mom. It's so sad you could almost cry. Keep it in your delivery bag until you find a postbox to drop it in. I guess I could just throw it in here with all the other letters, but I just can't bring myself to do it. It's against the rules, man. I'll go take care of that for you right now. Hey, you actually came. I'm really sorry for bringing you to such a dangerous place. I had to. I wouldn't have asked if I didn't need help desperately. You see this place? There used to be a spring here, surrounded by a beautiful pond. It was peaceful and lovely. But then the Grateful Lou, he became so angry, and in his rage he shook the mountain and this boulder crashed down, plugging the spring. You can see the result. Oh, but where's my mind? Tell me, how's Prince Komali? Oh, that doesn't sound right. Not at all. I may be partially to blame for the bad turn that Prince Komali's taken. See, Prince Komali's grandmother was the Grateful Lou's former attendant. She was an amazing woman. I was honored to have her as my teacher. She was kind and brave and unsurpassed in her dealings with the Grateful Lou. I'm not yet worthy to be mentioned in the same breath as her. If only I'd possessed some of her strength, I'm sure Prince Komali would have felt more secure. Luke, I'm sorry to ask this, but I need your help. I want to go to the small shrine that's near the peak of Dragon Roost, but that ledge over there is so high. If I could get some wind under my wings, I'm sure I could get up there. So, will you help me? Sure. Phew, thank you so much. Okay, pick me up. Then face that ledge and toss me. The atmospheric currents are really messed up, so pay close attention to the direction of the wind. Alright, I'm ready. Don't hold back now. Throw me as hard as you can. So, you can wait for the wind to be the right direction, or I can just force it to be the right direction. Oh, thank you! I think now I'll be able to climb to Dragon Roost and meet with the Grateful Lou. Don't worry, I'll be fine. I may just be an apprentice attendant, but I can understand some of the Grateful Lou's language. I'm not exactly bursting with confidence, but look, if anything happens to me, please look after Prince Komali. This is all I have to give you. I know it's not much, but please take it. And she gave us an empty bottle, which is one of the most valuable items in the game. Set it to and use it with Y, X, or R. There are 4 of these. Bottles are great for carrying water and holding other things. Oh, and please don't tell anyone that I'm climbing Dragon Roost. It'll be our secret, okay? Well, good luck to both of us. Fill your bottle with water. Try pouring it on something that looks dry and withered. Just a little hint for you, buddy. In case you're playing this and you have no idea what to do next, you hit the bottle and it says it can hold water and other things, and you grab it and it says, water! Try pouring it on something that looks dry and withered. And then there's all those bomb rocks that you blew up on the way up here. So, yeah, you know what to do. And there's the pond that everyone was talking about. Careful that your swim meter doesn't run out, but it's such a small pond. Now you get some really fun mechanics. Precise throwing. Thankfully, you don't have to be moving to throw stuff in this game. Now I can move forward. Thank you for the heart.
Yep.
And I would continue, but it's basically 9 o'clock. So instead... Luke, do you know Medley? Just now, some fellow told me that he saw some unfamiliar creatures near Dragon Roost Cavern. He said that they grabbed a girl that looked like Medley. Which is odd, because I know Medley can't fly well enough to get to the Dragon Roost Cavern entrance by herself. So I figure it must be some sort of mix-up. It is a bit disconcerting, though. Whoops. Guess who didn't have the good luck that she wished. This island has been a calm and peaceful place for as long as I have known it. What could have happened to it? Ask the winged Dorito tribespeople about the Sky Spirit Valoo. Not set sail again until you have the pearl. Alright. Yeah, because usually people don't take the time to actually talk with him. What's up, man? So much going on, man. Things are really crazy around here. By the way, I've heard that they want you to come back and help sort letters once things have settled down a bit. How cool is that, man? They absolutely love you here. I hope they'll be saying that about me someday soon. But when we come back next time, we will be entering the first dungeon. The first dungeon that will count as my dungeon, count on my dungeon counter. At any rate, that's going to be all for today, so thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.